We got another one of them. Popping at the mouth or the side of his neck when he pouts. No argument, no rebuttal from. He ain't from my town, I don't know him, so I'm guessing he's a clown.
So let's talk about the women's Money in the Bank, which I believe is gold-plated proof that the WWE is run by absolute psychopaths. All right? You have to be a cold, emotionless robot to do what they did. You have to be a Martian to come up with some of the insane stuff that they come up with on Monday Night Raw. It cannot come from a human brain. This must come from the ass end of an orangutan. Some of this stuff is just so stupid and it's so over the top that I don't know whether to hate it or think it's great. And that's the thing that fucks me up. Like, at least I know how to feel about most things. Now I get smacked in the face with Nikki Cross in a blue and gold jumpsuit. She looks like a kid from the Special Olympics. Super excited, enthusiastic as hell about being a fucking superhero. I just looked at that and was like, oh my God. The worst thing about it is I know it's going to get over. That's the worst thing about it. It looks ridiculous. She looks ridiculous. But she looks like she believes in it. This shit is going to get over and it's fucking dumb. That's the thing that's crazy to me. I was sitting here thinking, watching this. And I was like, this is proof. Psychopaths run Raw. And then I said to myself, as the match continued, I was like, fuck, this is going to get over. This is going to get over. Want to know why? Because it's silly. That's why it's going to get over. There's going to be a bunch of, as soon as they put like a superhero name to it, Super Nikki, the fabulous Nikki Cross or something like that, it's going to be gangbusters. You know? The only thing that's going to hold her back is that fucking accident. And I just said to myself, like, my God, bro. I cannot believe they did that. Of all the things, somebody sat down and was like, you know what? Put her in a cape. Fuck it. We're doing it. Put her in a cape. And there she is on Raw. I'm so excited. I got spirit, the spark that is within all of us. I embodied it. The spark, and I feel such confidence. And she's spinning in circles, dog. I was like, my God. My God. This shit, we're stuck with this now. We're stuck with this. This is what we got. It's something. and that's the worst part of it. It's something. I want to see it develop. As dumb as it is, I want to see Nikki Cross take this and run with it. I want to see how this works. I do. I want to see how this works. I have a morbid curiosity in how bad or good this turns into. Now, of course, a lot of people are going to compare it to the infamous Mighty Molly segments, where she's probably gonna go whoosh in and out of scenes, and she might have a secret identity. And well, of course, she's not going to have a secret identity because everybody know who she is. But they do superheroes every once in a while. You know, they did Mighty Molly and the Hurricane. Then they did the Hurricane and the Superhero in Training. So they kind of was teasing that idea with Ricochet. They teased it a little bit with Neville as well. They didn't go full retard like they did here, though. You know, this is full retard. This reminded me so much of that Molly Shannon movie from Saturday Night Live. And it's like, superstar. That's the first thing that came into my head when I saw it. I was like, superstar. And her putting her hands under her armpits and sniffing them. I was like, this shit is dumb. And it's going to get over like gangbusters. As soon as they start making merchandise, I was like, I saw some people and they were lamenting the old school Nikki Cross, who was, the twisted sister. And I said to myself, like, man, what a boomerang. She went from being a psycho crazy person who was barely speaking human language. She's basically Tarzan in human form when she was in NXT. She was literally a Tasmanian devil. And now she's a superhero who's spinning in circles. Like, what kind of character arc is this? Now, obviously, it's a positive change arc. It's what's called a positive change arc. If you're familiar with KM Wyland, it is when you go from negative to positive. So you had Nikki Cross as a psycho person as part of Sanity. She pulled that off very, very well. The Twisted Sister was very cool. Then she started to, she was still kind of crazy in the early days of her tag team with Alexa Bliss. She was kind of the ugly friend. And then she became more human as that friendship went on. She became more and more human. And now she's a fucking superhero. And I'm stupefied by that. It's weaponizing her enthusiasm. The anxious energy that Nikki Cross has. They have just decided to monetize it. We're just going to monetize this sunshine that she is. And it's going to be annoying as fuck. It's going to get over. So if you hate it, be mad. It's going to get over. And I'm telling you right now, the moment she comes out there in front of a live crowd dressed like that, twirling in circles, people are going to clapping and cheering, and the kids are going to love it. We're stuck with it. We're stuck with this. So learn to love it. Flip side, Alexa Bliss has a new theme song, which is actually fucking cool. It's not bad. I actually liked her theme song. And Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross, former tag team champions, are now basically a superhero and a supervillain on the same team with no problems whatsoever. Nikki Cross is, I saw somebody smartly say that Nikki Cross has given up trying to stop Alexa Bliss's descent into madness and decided to have her own. It's like, yeah, let's fuck it. Everybody jump in the pool, It's like everybody jump in the pool. Instead of trying to dry this guy off because he fell into the pool, fuck it, let's just jump in. It's like everybody be crazy. Of course, this match ended because there's magic. So Alexa Bliss pulled some magic shit and allowed Nikki Cross to pin Shayna Baszler. And I want to feel bad for Shayna Baszler, but I can't. I can't. I'm done. I'm numb to this. Matter of fact, let's not get into that. Let's talk about something else that kind of ruffled my feathers. Dewdrop. Now, I saw it floating around online that they was going to call her Dewdrop. And I was like, interesting. Then Eva Marie does the promo earlier where she says that she was so excited for her debut. She went and got a manicure and a pedicure, but unfortunately she got a cold. And she, coughed and everything and said, well, I couldn't wrestle because I had a cold. And then she, forgot her partner's name, went to ask the girl what her name was. She was about to respond. She was like, oh, nope, your name is Dewdrop. And you could see in Dewdrop's face the disgust at the name Dewdrop. And then she had her carry her coat as she walked along. And she said that Dewdrop was her protege. Then they worked the tag team match, and wouldn't you know, we decided to fuck this gimmick up week number 2. Week 2. They decided to dick around with this gimmick. Before we get there though, I do love this. I love that Asuka's just friends with everybody. Like, Asuka just has such energy. She is friends with literally everybody. You put Asuka in a tag team with anybody, all of a sudden they're best friends. Like, instantly. Like, Asuka has been best friends with every woman on the roster who has been a babyface. Charlotte was her best friend for a little while. Lana was her best friend. Lana kissed her in the mouth. Now Naomi is her best friend. She has been best friends with everybody. Asuka gets along with everybody. Asuka and Naomi was cute. It was cute. You know, Naomi's promo was not good. Of course, it was never going to be an Asuka, Asuka is Asuka. She is Nikki Cross too, because, she should be wearing a fucking superhero costume too. Because maybe she could be Kamen Rider or something. She loves anime and manga and shit. She probably would be like, oh, very cool. I do it. I dress like Sailor Moon. But this was a shame. Doudrop abandons Eva Marie, and Eva Marie gets pinned by Naomi. Or was it Asuka? Who cares? Week number 2, they decided to put a kibosh on Doudrop and Eva Marie. I am disgusted. I am thoroughly disgusted. Now, here's the thing. I'm pretty sure they don't have a plan B. All right? With them having no plan B. And what are we going to do with Piper Doudrop now? What are we going to do? This could have gotten her over. If they'd have done a $1 Million Man Virgil type of storyline with Doudrop and Eva Marie, that shit could have gotten over. Now we're going to say, okay, well, we're going to separate her from the Heat Magnet. And some people might say, well, it's not over yet. Maybe next week they've made up. And maybe. But this is stupid. She abandoned Eva Marie. How do you patch that up? I don't know, man. I'm still, to be quite honest, I was reeling from this. I was kind of like, oh no, what are they doing with Eva Marie? Like, are they about to make her the champion already? Like, what's going on here? But, no, apparently not. She's going to keep finding new excuses to not wrestle, of course, which is, of course, her gimmick, and which needs to be the gimmick. The gimmick is, Eva Marie's gimmick is she doesn't wrestle. That needs to stick. This would have been a perfect excuse for her not to. I actually expected Doudrop to work the whole match and then Eva Marie like steal the pin or something. You did the exact opposite. They had Doudrop leave Eva Marie behind. That sucks. That's dumb. But we got 4 of the women set up for Money in the Bank. You know what? This format, the tag team format, the lethal lottery format that they've created here, where they just say, oh, you two and you two go out there, and if you win, you're in. I'm just kind of like, why not just dedicate week 1 to the men and week 2 to the women? I know there's fewer women on the roster, but, you still could have had one-on-one matches so that every individual person could have earned their way in. Also, you have to ask the question, why would you want Alexa Bliss in this match? She does magic shit. Why do we have to have a magic Money in the Bank? Oh, fuck. They got to ruin everything. These people can ruin everything. The big story is Nikki Cross in this goddamn jumpsuit. That's the story as far as I'm concerned. Is it possible that Nikki Cross wins the Money in the Bank? By God. You know what? I hope so. I hope, of the people I see in this match so far, I'm 100% in on Nikki Cross winning the Money in the Bank. 100%. Now, unless SmackDown does something slick where they put in somebody like Toni Storm or, somebody I actually like on the SmackDown side, they bring in somebody, I'm 100% cool with Nikki Cross winning the Money in the Bank as a superhero, spinning in circles and calling her shot at one of these pay-per-views. Cool, I'm cool with that, but superheroes. Oh, bro. Psycho. We're under the regime of insane people. Raw is just doing insane shit. They just kind of like, you know what? Fuck it. We're doing us. They said the product is stale. You didn't expect a superhero, did you? Didn't expect a Hell in a Cell match on a random episode of Raw, did you? It's like, huh? Yeah, well, there it is. Let me know what you guys think of superhero Nikki Cross. What do you think of Alexa Bliss's new theme song? What do you think about Asuka's new best friend being Naomi? Dewdrop turning her back on Eva Marie is just so much disappointment. But I'm a hold out hope on Nikki Cross. I'm gonna keep an eye on that. I'm done with Alexa Bliss. I'm through with that. Dewdrop and Eva Marie. I don't see how we can salvage that. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel, donate to the channel, help your boy out. And I'll talk to you guys later, man. Peace.
I can